Next, we evaluate the limit of the product of hyperbolic sine of 2x and hyperbolic secant of 4x as x approaches positive infinity. Let's recall the following. We recall that hyperbolic secant, say, of y is equal to 1 over the hyperbolic cosine of y. This can be written as the following. Limit as x approaches positive infinity of hyperbolic sine of 2x over hyperbolic cosine of 4x. And now we recall what is the definition of let's write the limit as x approaches positive infinity. What is the definition of hyperbolic sine of 2x? It's so recall, if we have hyperbolic sine of, say, y, this is equal to 1 e raised to y and then minus e raised to negative y all over 2. So the numerator becomes e raised to 2x minus e raised to negative 2x. This is divided by 2. For the denominator, for the hyperbolic cosine of y, this is just plus. So the denominator becomes e raised to 4x plus e raised to negative 4x divided by 2. So let's just erase this portion. Okay. These twos will cancel. So we are left with the following. The limit as x approaches positive infinity of e raised to 2x minus e raised to negative 2x all over e raised to 4x plus e to the negative 4x. You can actually divide both the numerator and the denominator by e raised to 4x. What will happen? So in effect, you just multiplied this expression by 1. Okay, so what will happen? We have the limit of what is e raised to 2x divided by e raised to 4x? It's 1 over e raised to 2x. How about the other term? What is you actually have 1 over e to the 2x. So if you multiply by 1 over e to the 4x, that becomes 1 over what? E raised to 6x. How about the denominator? You have e to the 4x divided by e to the 4x, of course, it's 1. And then plus 1 over e to the 4x times 1 over e to the 4x, you have 1 over e raised to 8x. And this is, of course, as x approaches positive infinity. Okay, so what is the limit of 1 over e to the 2x as x approaches infinity? As x approaches infinity, this goes to infinity and this whole thing goes to 0. The same goes with this other term. You have minus 0 all over. This is 1 plus, what is the limit of 1 over e to the 8x as x approaches positive infinity? It's also 0. So it's 0 over 1, and the final answer is 0.